So our next task is to exit the screen with the red button, and what I mean by that is when I go ahead and run my game, when I hit this red button here, it should exit the game, but it doesn't, right? So we're going to go ahead and fix that. And so the way that that is going to happen is in here we are going to add a for loop for event in pygame dot event dot get the colon, and I'm going to say if event dot type is equal to pygame dot quit. Then what am I going to do? I'm going to do sys dot exit. Alright, so what is this doing? Well, this for loop here is, well, I guess the story starts right in here. So pygame event.get is a function that gets all of the input from the keyboard. So if I'm pressing W and I'm pressing up at the same time, then this is going to return W and the up key on an array. Okay, so then the for loop is going to be using this event variable as a temporary variable as it iterates, and it's going to iterate 2 times because this this method returns the W key and the up key because I'm holding it down. And the first time through the for loop, event is going to be the W key, and it's going to come in here and it's going to say, okay, if the event type is equal to quit, then I'm going to do this, but it's not because it's the W key. And then when it finishes that for loop, it's going to come back up, and now event is going to be equal to the up key. And then it's going to come here and check, is the event type equal to quit? It's not, because I'm pressing the up key. So it's not going to do this. And then the for loop is going to end, and it's going to continue on and, screen blit, flip, and they come back up into the while loop, and then it's going to run the for loop again. So this for loop is basically checking all the inputs. So input on the keyboard, it's checking input via the mouse, it's checking input via controllers that you connect to the computer. Okay, and so this event could be a mouse click. Okay, so if I'm clicking on the red button, then the mouse click is going to be placed on this array. Event is going to be equal to that mouse click. Event type is going to equal to pygame.quit if I'm clicking on the red button. Okay, so then this is going to be true if I clicked on the red button during that iteration of the while loop, right? And this while loop is running throughout the entire game. So basically, whenever I click on the red button on the window, this is going to be true, and it's going to run this command. And this command just stops everything, stops your entire program. Okay, and you can see here sys is underlined red, which means I need to import it. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to say sys. So I'm going to include that. So my sys.exit is going to work, and I'm going to run my code. And you can see here now when I hover over the red button, I don't get the rainbow ball of death. I can now click on it and it will execute the sys.exit, which is what I want. Okay. In the future, we're also going to be checking this event variable, which is coming from the event.get array, to see if any of the keys that are important to us, like the W key or the S key or the up key or the down key, have been pressed. And if they have, we are going to act accordingly and push this paddle up and down. Okay, but that's getting a little ahead of ourselves. Yeah, for now, all we wanted to do was exit on the red button.